I will give $100 million to whoever gets me out of here.
Where's the money coming from?
That was the bounty offered by a death row inmate, enough to send an entire city into chaos. He was the most powerful drug lord in the Middle East, sentenced to die, yet he showed no fear. After all, his fortune exceeded $2 billion. Openly, through the media, he made the offer, $100 million to anyone who could break him free. Once the news spread, underworld organizations leapt into action. Inmates inside the prison scheme, and even police officers found themselves tempted. When the day came to transfer him to federal prison for execution, officers escorted him under heavy guard. Midway, a police cruiser suddenly forced the convoy to a halt. A uniformed officer stepped out without a word, and blew the driver's head off. It turned out to be the greedy officer John. Striking first, he unlocked the prisoner's handcuffs, expecting the 9-figure payout. But the moment they stepped out, they ran straight into a SWAT team. John's partner was shot dead, yet John shoved the prisoner toward a patrol car, covering from behind. What John didn't expect was that the prisoner, once behind the wheel, floored the accelerator, leaving John stranded. Within seconds, John was riddled with bullets like a block of Swiss cheese. The fugitive tore through the streets in the stolen car, but soon found himself surrounded and recaptured. As the $100 million bounty drew more and more attention, police realized how dangerous that kind of money could be. They decided to airlift him out by helicopter, but moments after takeoff, a sniper's armor-piercing round shredded the rotor. The chopper belched smoke, then spiraled into a fiery crash. The drug lord laughed, calling it the power of money. The police escalated their response, deploying thousands of armored vehicles and helicopters for air cover. Then, an old garbage collector stepped into the road, blocking the convoy. An officer waved him aside, until the man whipped out a submachine gun. In an instant, waves of gang members surged forward, hurling smoke grenades, willing to die for the reward. But when their leader reached the transport van, he found only a dummy inside. The real prisoner was being moved through an underground tunnel. Testing his escort, he asked the SWAT officer how much he made a month, why he'd signed up for the job, and mocked him for playing cowboy in the modern Wild West. Then he made his pitch, $200 million for his freedom. One officer punched him, but suddenly the driver slammed on the brakes, and aimed his weapon at his teammate, bought out by greed. Before the situation exploded, a retired Special Forces soldier appeared, disarmed the driver, and hurried the prisoner to a subway station. His partner had already secured the train operator. By the time the SWAT team arrived, the fugitive was vanishing into the underground, riding the rails toward his escape.